the Underdogs in particular, right? Because it has become the stuff of legend that without the Underdogs, I think that's '04, is that right?
Yeah.
And it's back on TV now, so at least people get the cultural reference again, because there was a good 10, 12 year period where nobody knew what the hell you were talking about.
Yeah.
Would you have played football for Kerry without the Underdogs?
Well, I had. So I was on the panel in '04 for the All-Ireland quarter-final and the All-Ireland semi-final. In the All-Ireland quarter-final and the All-Ireland semi-final. And we played Dublin in the quarter-final, I think, and Derry in the semi-final. And, so I was in the Kerry panel. And then the Underdogs is December '04.
Yeah.
So I'd been in the panel, but I hadn't played.
So you were a bit of a ringer in the Underdogs, technically.
I was what?
You were a bit of a ringer in the Underdogs, technically.
Yeah, well, I hadn't played senior football, so that's the rule.
Enough.
So I'd say they were kind of looking at it going. At the time, I think one of their midfielders got injured. I think they were that was the one place I think they felt that they were possibly lacking. They had good forwards, they had good tight defenders, they had a good mix from guys all over the country, and I think they just kind of said, listen, because I was late to it, I wasn't there at the very, very start, so me and Pierce O'Neill were kind of called in kind of on a tryout basis. Look, let's see what you have, lads, and the two of us got in there together, and Pierce's running game and my fetching and kind of leadership around the middle was just gelled perfectly very quickly. We kind of realised after the first game of playing with each other that we were going to be a formidable enough kind of partnership.
Yeah.
So it was so would I've played for Kerry? I think I would have, but did it give me a huge platform and a huge thing really to the Kerry management at this time? That's the way I was taking it, is you dropped me for an All-Ireland final this year. It was for Seamus Moynihan come back from an injury, so I knew where I was in the pecking order, don't get me wrong, but still, I was hopefully, at that time, I was on massive bonus territory. I thought that was as good as it was going to get, number 30 on the Kerry panel, trying to make a squad for an All-Ireland to try and win an All-Ireland medal. That was it for me. So when that call came, when I found out that I wasn't on the panel for that final, I was heartbroken, because I wasn't sure that I was going to be back in next year or I was going to come again. I didn't have that footing in the squad to think like that. So I would have been, so the Underdogs gave me that bit of a platform to go out there and have a good game. I kicked 2 points in that game. I contested well. We did Mike Quirk, William Kirby in the middle of the field. So it was a hard draw. And just to lead a bunch of guys that had never been on that kind of a stage before to win was huge.
So that's the winter of '04. When do you get back onto the Kerry panel and start playing?
Pretty much straight away. So kind of, look, you were dropped last year for the final, but we think you've got a bit of potential, so we want you to come in again from the start. So '05 was my first time where I was kind of in from the start, and where I really kind of, started to get the bit between my teeth and kind of go, maybe there's a spot here for me in the squad. William was getting older. And I was kind of saying maybe I can fit in here somewhere. Are
you serious about football at that stage? Have you decided that that's something that you're mad into and fully appreciate?
Oh, I was always mad into it, and I was fully into it. But my persona to somebody looking at me from the outside would have been very probably much. He's not taking it seriously. But anytime I've been in between white lines, whether it could be tiddlywinks if I was going into an arena to play it. I'm going trying to win, and so I was a very they saw me as this kind of relaxed, jokey guy.
Yeah.
And I was all about the boys in the dressing room, even fellas I shouldn't have been about. So I was talking to Seamus Moynihan like he was my, best friend, when Seamus was probably going, who's this young fella breaking my chops, asking me questions about this and about that. But I was in that frame of mind, and I think they saw that as a guy that wasn't really tuned in. I think Jack said in the book, I told him, he had to get his stuff together. And Jack was probably right, but in a way, I would have never thought that once the game was on, or once there was a ball thrown in,
I was
outside of that, I was very relaxed.